So yeah. So I want to talk about this one more time, and because I'm not sure I have stated it succinctly enough to kind of put it on my YouTube channel, kind of just as like a staple, you know what I mean? I want this to kind of be seen by a lot of people, maybe, because it seems pretty state of the art, kind of like it's if everybody is thinking on this level, maybe we can be the state of the art, and people can think from it as an idea. So what it is what I call the program of biology. That's one easy way to call it. And I'll try to explain it. I was actually not too far away when I was thinking about it, and it kind of just popped in my head. But, so we understand chemistry. We understand how it works, right? We understand that DNA plays a big part in biology, which is a molecule. So DNA and even the cell structure of, all cells, with its membranes and all the parts of it, it's all made possible by chemistry and these laws of physics in this universe, right? So with that, you could almost say that the universe itself is like an operating system with these laws of physics, and biology is like a program playing on this operating system. Now, you could go two ways. There's two levels. You got the program of biology, but also kind of what I call, I don't know what you want to call it, but so first of all, a lot of scientists want to talk about the Big Bang. They want to say that a Big Bang happened and that this whole universe is just a play out of physics, basically. A lot of biologists want to say there's no such thing as free will. It's just automatic biological processes and stuff. Okay. So my question with that is, okay, if there was a Big Bang and it was just an explosion that exploded into this universe, why did it explode into this specifically? If it was just a big explosion, why was it not just a uniform explosion? Why wasn't it just white static? Why did it explode into like a objective, like differentiated universe? Why did it explode and create biology? Why did it explode and create us that are intelligent and can now think and stuff? Why did it do that? It seems like, okay, if there was an explosion and this is just a play out, that there's almost like a programmer or like somebody that intended it to play this way. So what I'm thinking is like, the universe with the laws of physics, we know how that works. It's almost like an operating system. And then the whole universe itself, like the Big Bang explosion and how it's so-called played out, is almost like a movie, programmed onto a CD that you put into a computer, and it plays out a certain something, right? So if we understand the laws of physics, right? And if the Big Bang happened, and it's playing out exactly like this, what made it play out exactly like this? Who was the programmer of this? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Why wasn't it just some weird white static noise craziness? Why did it play out to be a fucking... And I'm not just trying to go off of like, oh, it's beautiful and saying that it's beautiful. That could have to do with our subjective sense of beauty or whatnot. I'm not trying to say that. But what I'm trying to say is, why was it not just the big static explosion? Why is it like objective? It's like, no, it's very specific. That tree down there that's all busted up, that's that tree. Over there is a pond. Over there is a big little peninsula thing. Why is it all objective? Why is it not just a big... I mean, you could say, okay, if it was a big... then it would just, why is it not a uniform explosion? What gave characteristic to it? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And a lot of people say, yeah, it's subjective that we see that this has order and characteristic. I don't know about that one. This seems a little bit biology. We got a whole fucking like natural selection, evolution, fucking biology going on, and that's part two of what I want to talk about. That's like a whole different like program that's playing out on this, and I don't know what you want to call that, on this operating system in this movie, you might say. But right now, it seems like this is a big the universe is an operating system, and like this specific way that things turned out is like was programmed to happen. if you want to go with what the biologists say, like it's all fucking a big play out of the Big Bang. It's a fucking, we have no free will. It's just an automatic shit, you know? And this is just a big fucking movie that somebody programmed to play out. Who the fuck play? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It needs to make sense to you, man. I don't know how you're gonna argue with that, really. A lot of people might try to be like, oh, well, it's just fucking happened. Just, there got to be something. Da-da-da. Well, really, you just got to be something, because it's going to turn to this fucking, it's going to create intelligence where we can comprehend it. It's just going to, oops, we created intelligence. What? Where I'm like at the point where I'm like thinking about the creation of it itself, like where we're thinking about this shit. That seems, I'm unsure, man. My intellect, my deep sense says this might have been intentional. Did it just accidentally give me a deep sense that says it might be intentional? I don't know. That's a whole nother question. Well, so that's part one. So if the universe is just the Big Bang, explosion, automatic play out of everything, why did it play this? Why is this specifically playing? It's like, I'm telling you, it's like I don't know what you want to call it, but it's like I don't know. I guess we call it the Big Bang Playout, or the program of reality. I don't know. The Big Bang Playout, the program of reality. I don't know. So that's that. And then I want to talk about biology. What's up with biology? So biology, a lot of biologists want to say, yeah, look, like biology is automatic. It's just survival of the fittest. So if you look at biology, it's the same thing. You got the operating system of the universe, which is like the laws of physics and stuff, and then it seems to be like a different type of program that's playing on this thing. It's part of the Big Bang Playout, or whatever you want to call it. But it also seems to be its own type of program. It's like the DNA and how the survival of the fittest, natural selection, and it's just like the program just wants to keep going and going and going and multiply and do whatever it takes to keep surviving with the evolution, natural selection, whatever. And that is interesting to look at. It's like, okay, so what's going on with this program? It has, we know how DNA works. We know how cell division works. We know how a lot of that stuff works. I mean, if that's just part of the Big Bang play out, you go all the way back to who made it play out this way. But yeah, just that's as weird as this is going to sound, that's minor compared to the Big Bang play out. You know what I mean? It's part of the Big Bang play out. But if you look at it, you know, you can kind of, if you look at it, it's interesting to look at. It really is. It's like a program. It's almost like an artificial intelligence program, you might say. It like has a mission. What's that mission? Its mission is to just keep going, keep multiplying, keep going with whatever works, and populate the freaking surface of the planet for one, maybe other planets and other places. You know, I'm sure that the same biological chemistry exists somewhere else. Maybe some other type of biological chemistry exists that we don't even comprehend yet. You know what I mean? That does the same, has the same, another type of artificial intelligence programming upon this operating system of the laws of physics with chemistry and stuff. Maybe there's a whole nother fucking type, whole nother fucking like algorithm that works for this shit. You know what I mean? And we just don't know it yet because we just ain't seen it, you know, or whatever. And no, I mean, shit, we could possibly try to figure something out. We'd have to be geniuses, like super geniuses, to figure out how to do something like that. That would be like, since we see in DNA, we might have a starting point, but even, I mean, just come on. This is, I'm telling you, it's like an artificial intelligence program that has a mission. Its mission is just to keep going, populate, multiply. And it does whatever works. It has the natural selection. Whatever doesn't work, too bad. Whatever doesn't work, too bad. You know, the genes for whatever works gets passed on, and so on and so forth. It's just like, it's like this. It's literally like an artificial intelligence thing. And eventually it even, I know I'm talking about artificial intelligence, but it begot us out of itself. And we're intelligent, right? I don't know. I'm talking about, I don't know. It's just, give me a second. So the whole study of biology is interesting. I mean, life comes in so many forms. This is a blackberry. You know, it's what works. It has a seed that comes from fruit and drops it and grows. Boom, it works. And it continues that life, that mission, that, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, it just, it reminds me of an artificial intelligence program because I've seen how people have made those. You're given a mission, go from point A to point B like in a maze. It'll do what it has to get there. Whatever doesn't work, it just quits doing, and it keeps doing whatever works, and it eventually gets to point B. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It like has a mission of just to continue. Whatever works is gonna keep doing. Whatever doesn't, just no, it doesn't. It's like I'm telling you, it's like it reminds me of some type of, I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like I heard they've done experiments with like slime molds. You put a slime mold in a maze, it'll go and like spread its little, parts out different ways. And once it finds the way, it'll suck all those parts back in and go only the way that works. It's like, it's weird, but it reminds me kind of like that. It reminds me like the biology's figuring out a way, and whatever works really is going to do. And like we're at the point where we're intelligent enough that we're like the dominant species on the planet. I could go further. I don't feel like going into it, but we're doing artificial selection. We're domesticating certain plants and shit, and like whatever works for us, we're doing. We're keeping these plants, keeping these dogs, keeping these animals, whatever. We're probably just gonna keep doing that. We're gonna keep domesticating shit. We're gonna eventually hack into our own DNA, fucking make superhumans and shit. It's like whatever works is gonna keep doing, and then what's working really freaking well. And it all seems like it's part of this program of biology. It's like, whoa. So yeah, the program of biology, you might say, is just part of the play out of the Big Bang. That's the big question. If the Big Bang really is what happened, a lot of scientists, they're like so sure. I'm not so sure. I looked it up the other day. They got like 4 main things that, suggest that the Big Bang happened. Like, not so sure. I'm not a physicist necessarily. I don't cover all those. I'm not sure if the redshift's 100% right. I have some questions about that I might just need to double check on. But at the moment, the scientists seem sure. They're like, yeah, the Big Bang, man, that's what's up. That's what happened. Okay. And then a lot of biologists, they want to say, it's all just a play out. Okay. If the Big Bang happened, it's just a play out. Why did it play out this way? The play out of the Big Bang. Why is it happening just like this? Why this way? Why this one way out of any other way could have been? Something. There had to be something to take it out from being a uniform white light explosion into an objective form where that thing is that thing, that thing is that thing, that thing is that thing, that thing is that thing. It's differentiated. Instead of being a balanced, uniform Big Bang, it was like as if it was being held in the palm of some creator and just let go, and then that the imprint of that creator's hand was the way that it released it to become what it is. You know what I mean? That's what it seems like. So that's the big question. Why is it this way? If there's a Big Bang play out, why is it this way? And on top of that, we have biology, the program biology, which is interesting. That's interesting. That's something I talk about a lot with biology. I think that's pretty, scientists, Charles Darwin, when he figured out natural selection, dude, he set us up for figuring everything else out. Like, he set us up. He figured out like the big one. Like, he figured that stuff out. That's no joke. And Charles Darwin, man, I'm telling you, just figuring that stuff out, it's like, oh crap, we all, like, you can totally see how everything works now. And there's a lot to that. There's a lot to even the way we act, our own psychology, our own behavior, stuff like that. You could try to figure it out through natural selection and stuff. Why we run in packs, why we're social, why we're intelligent. Intelligence was naturally selected for in, survival. If you're intelligence, innovativeness, you create a tool that allows you to survive in the freaking cold or something, whatever. Make fire, make a hut, all this stuff. And Charles Darwin set us up to figure all that stuff out, man. That's no joke. And a lot of everything, human behavior, all this biology, man. Natural selection, you can try to figure it out with that, and it seems pretty legit as far as I can tell. I ain't seen anything to really stir my mind up any other way. So yeah, so those are the 2 big questions I got. The Big Bang Playout, why is it playing out this way? Secondarily, the biology, the program biology. What's up with that? So I'm gonna leave it at that. We can discuss this later and stuff. So I just wanted to put those two on one video, try to get the concepts pretty well defined. I don't know. If you don't got it by this point, you're probably dumb. And you're not going to be naturally selected for. I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, you should get it by this point. So I think I'm done. Talk to you guys later, right?